It will bring great results if you begin to implement this mindset. This quick tip is a big game changer if you often end up feeling overwhelmed when you're working on your music productions. How many times have you sat down, dedicated to get a lot of work done, but after a short time you feel frustrated and can't see how this production is ever going to become a great song? Well, listen carefully, because right now I'm about to tell you something that isn't unique or special or mind-blowing in any way, but it will bring great results if you begin to implement this mindset in your workflow so you can break those creativity barriers and finally progress with your music. Many of us music producers don't have 4 or 8 hours to produce music every day, and therefore we need to prioritize our time the best we can. But when there isn't much time to write or produce music, how do we get anything done? What if you only have 30 or 60 minutes available on a daily basis to write or produce music? The answer to that question is to stop focusing on everything and start zooming in on specific tasks. Make a list of what you need done in your production and prioritize those bullet points so you know in what order those tasks are going to be completed in. I'm going to repeat that. Don't focus on more than one thing at a time. Every time you work on a production, only work on one part of that production. If you, for example, decide to make your programmed drums sound killer, then only focus on making those drums sound killer. You can even boil that further down to just making sure that you're absolutely satisfied with the kick and the snare samples that you have chosen. If you focus on more than one thing at a time, you'll feel that you have to deliver too much in a too short amount of time. This rarely leads to anything but frustration. When you are satisfied with how the drums sound, you can move on to another instrument. Maybe the bass, maybe the synthesizers, maybe the guitars. And again, you can simplify that task by only working on the rhythm guitar instead of having to create both rhythm guitars and lead guitars in the same session. Maybe you even just want to focus a whole production session on making the perfect drum fill. It's really just up to you now to decide what part of your production you want to finish first before moving on to the next part. Don't forget that a good production really nurtures details so the song comes alive instead of feeling stale and static. This can be done by adding cool ear candy elements or even by automating plugins like crazy. By allowing yourself to focus on only one thing at a time, there is a major probability that your creativity will flourish and great ideas will pop up in your thoughts. I really appreciate you being here, and if you like this tip, please don't hesitate hitting that like and subscribe button. Lastly, let me know in the comments if you gave this method a try and if you, like I do, experience less sessions ending in frustration by focusing on one thing at a time. Now go make some great music and I'll see you soon.